All right, let's jump right into today's explainer. We're going to completely demystify machine learning by proving just how immediately relevant it is to your daily IT operations. If you've been feeling like AI and ML are just, buzzwords reserved for the data scientists down the hall, we are absolutely flipping that script today. Today, we're zooming specifically into Chapter 7 of a fantastic 10-part foundation put together by Virtualization Options, LLC. They're a Colorado-based research, education, and advisory organization. And this specific chapter is brilliant because it's designed to take you, IT professionals, straight from zero ML experience to confident fluency, using real-world operational use cases you'll recognize instantly.
So here is our roadmap for Chapter 7. We're hitting 1. The ML shift in IT. 2. How machine learning works. 3. Core algorithms for IT. 4. Engineering IT data. 5. Applied AI ops. And 6. The ML deployment pipeline.
Section 1. The ML shift in IT, from consumers to operators. 70%. Just think about that number for a second. 70% of enterprises are already using ML-powered tools somewhere in their IT stack right now. Whether it's smart monitoring dashboards or automated incident triage, you're already interacting with these models every day.
So the bottom line here is that your role is fundamentally changing. We can't just be passive consumers of these tools anymore. True operational ownership means you're expected to deploy, manage, and troubleshoot them. And honestly, you can't troubleshoot a system if you don't actually understand how it processes information under the hood.
Section 2. How machine learning works, the paradigm shift.
Let's break this down by comparing it to something we all know, traditional programming. You write explicit rules, right? But as we all know, those hard-coded rules are incredibly brittle. The second you hit a weird edge case, the code breaks. Machine learning completely flips this. Instead of you writing the rules, the computer learns the rules directly from the data. Patterns naturally emerge, and the system dynamically adapts as new data flows in. It just scales beautifully.
Within this new paradigm, there are basically 3 main types of learning. First up is supervised learning. This is where you train a model on labeled data, meaning your inputs are already paired with the correct answers. This is super common for classification tasks, where you already know exactly what the right outcome is supposed to look like.
Then we have unsupervised learning. This is all about finding hidden structures in completely raw, unlabeled data. If you don't have predefined labels, this is absolutely your go-to. It's huge for things like detecting weird network anomalies or segmenting user behavior where you don't even know what you're looking for until the system flags it for you.
And finally, reinforcement learning. Think of this as learning through a digital system of carrots and sticks. An agent takes actions in an environment and constantly optimizes for the best possible outcomes based on reward-based feedback. The big takeaway here? ML isn't replacing logic. It's just automating pattern recognition at a massive scale.
Section 3. Core algorithms for IT. Your ML toolkit. Okay, don't worry, you don't need to build these from scratch, but knowing them is crucial. Let's anchor these in reality. Regression predicts continuous values, making it perfect for forecasting CPU or memory load. Classification drops inputs into categories, which is exactly what you need for real-time spam or malicious traffic filtering. And clustering groups similar items together, a total game changer for segmenting device failure profiles to find those hidden common denominators.
Section 4. Engineering IT data, the competitive advantage. We have to talk about data, because garbage in equals garbage out. This is where your specific IT expertise becomes an unfair advantage. You already know what a disk I/O spike means. Transforming a raw, totally arbitrary timestamp into a meaningful feature like hour of day or is weekend can literally be the difference between catching a critical anomaly and missing it entirely. You are the one providing the context that the machine lacks.
Section 5. Applied AI Ops, ML in daily operations. This is where it gets really fun, applying ML to the headaches you deal with every day. AI Ops handles anomaly detection, flagging spikes before they become 3 a.m. outages. It uses natural language processing to parse millions of log lines and hand you the root cause in seconds. Literally, imagine replacing hours of mind-numbing manual grepping with a system that just predicts the hardware failure before the server even goes offline.
Section 6. The ML deployment pipeline, end-to-end.
Building this isn't magic, it's a strict procedure. Step 1. Define the problem, because a well-scoped problem is half the battle. Step 2. Grab and clean data from your CMDBs and logs. Step 3. Pick a model. A huge pro tip here, start simple. Decision trees are fast and surprisingly effective in IT. Then step 4, train that model and rigorously test its accuracy.
But hey, the job doesn't end at deployment. Once it's live, data shifts and accuracy will degrade. It's inevitable. So you have to run A/B testing and drift monitoring to spot those shifts. And to fight back, you implement automated retraining pipelines. This keeps your models sharp and current without you having to manually intervene every week.
And if you're looking at the modern MLOps landscape, here are the heavy hitters. You've got MLflow for tracking your experiments, kubeflow if you're rocking Kubernetes native pipelines, AWS SageMaker for fully managed ML, and Azure ML for the massive enterprise deployments. So with all of that theory and pipeline architecture covered in this chapter, what's your immediate next step? When you sit back down at your desk, how do you actually start building this fluency?
The action plan is super straightforward. First, just go turn on the ML features already hiding in your stack. Splunk, Datadog, Dynatrace, they all have it built in. Just turn it on and watch what it does. Second, dive into some free foundational courses from AWS or Google. And third, go talk to your data science teams. They desperately need your operational real-world expertise to actually get their models deployed properly.
I'll leave you with this absolute mic drop thought from the source material. The best time to start building ML fluency is today. Every week you wait is a week of compounding advantage someone else is building. The tools are literally already sitting in your servers right now. So what are you going to automate first tomorrow morning?